Oh, I'm probably muted that because of last night. Let's try this again. Off to a great start. What a way to end the week. It's a pretty bad week. It's me, Jum Jumington, former CEO of Jumington Dynamics, broadcasting live from the Jumington Dynamics Auxiliary Hazardous Materials Storage Facility somewhere in the world. No salt. No salt. Not enough salt yesterday. It's been a pretty rough couple of weeks. And I'm not real happy about last night. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be the angry guy. I don't want to be remembered as that. But that's what I am. Yeah. A lot going on the past couple of weeks have drained me of energy. It's been tough. And I wanted to stream because I like playing the games and I like streaming. But the past like 4 or 5 streams, I've ended the stream like, man, I could have been better. That could have gone better. But my energy levels were just kind of bled out, and I hate streaming like that. I hate coming into it like, oh man, do I have the juice to talk for 2 to 4 hours here? I'll just carry through it and it'll be fine. It's not always fine. But you're always your own worst critic. But I get towards the end of the streams and I'm just like, I don't have it in me to keep going with this. But then it just encapsulated last night with just like a complete and total crash out. And then once like the anger comes over me and like that's just it. It's so hard to walk back from that. And I don't like it at all. It bothers me a lot. It was a fun time. It was a fun game. I had never played any verses in it before, so I had no idea what I was getting into, and it was rough. It was a rough start, but we were pretty even keel after that. I think there were no like huge blowouts. There's a pretty nice back and forth. It was fun, but there's just a lot of history in my life for this stuff. When I don't know, I don't really want to get into it. I probably don't want to get into it. Just a lot of bad experiences in life, and my own inability to regulate this stuff, and it just creates this nasty feedback loop where I get pissed, and then I'm pissed that I'm pissed, and it just feeds back into itself, and I'm like struggling to drag myself back out of it and just be like happy-go-lucky fun Jumington, which is what I would much rather be. But it usually doesn't go well. And it just bothers me because that's not how I want to be. It's not how I want to be seen. But it is what it is. Yeah, what I feel the worst about is if I give anyone the impression that I was like pissed off at the people I was playing with, which I was not, or the people I was playing against, which I was not. It's mostly just anger, my own failures within the game. There are a couple of times I made comments for like, well, it's just me that's dead, so who cares? And people's reaction, I don't blame them for seeing that the way they did is like, oh, I'm pissed off at them because I died. And they don't care if I died over here, and that's not what I meant. I was just disappointed that I was performing so poorly through it. And it was just like, you're not losing anything by having me gone. In fact, you're better off without me. Because it's just stuck in that loop. But anytime that stuff happens, it brings up a lot of like bad old memories for me. And puts me in a place I don't really want to be. What's up, Flash? How you doing? There's a lot out there. Like, it's easy to get irritated, particularly when you're playing like older games. It's easy to get aggravated about stuff. But like, I don't want to go through life like that all the time. I watched that just eat people in my family alive to the point that like that's all they were. And I'm strive my whole life to not be that, only to find that I failed. I failed to learn anything meaningful from those experiences and just continued on the same way, thinking I was doing better, and then finding that I wasn't. So it's just something for me to work on continually. But it is frustrating, and it hurts a lot. Because that's not who I want to be. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So I still got to change that thumbnail out. Because it was inaccurate to who is actually in there. Dude, I want to watch Jim Carrey and laugh. Jim Carrey is very, very funny. I like Jim Carrey's switch to more dramatic roles later in his career, only to go back to hilarious was I love Jim Carrey said that he was done with acting, and then his statement was like, that script better be really good, it better be just be amazing, and amazing important work. And the script was like Sonic the Hedgehog. Gemma was a gamer moment last night, and I was having an existential crisis. If it was a moment, but it was like it's like a 4-hour stream of just like, I am losing my goddamn mind here. Like, oh, I missed that guy. Oh, this guy, my shots were not accurate enough to take this smoker out quickly enough. Oh, what is this garbage? Like, a little bit's okay, but like too much. But I was perhaps a little too hypersensitive on that, since I grew up around people who were just fueled their entire life existence, fueled by rage, and seeing the effect on the people around them. And seeing where they ended up in life because of that is like, I want to be that. I want to be the Incredible Hulk. And it's funny. The Incredible Hulk is like the character I always identified with. But like, when I tell people that, it's like the anger part of it, right? Not the power part of it, because I'm certainly not stronger when I'm mad. It's more like, if you read the Hulk comic, there was a point in time where they combined all the separate Hulk personalities and became like the Smart Hulk. But then later on, they added this stuff that like he when he got really angry, he would transform into Bruce Banner's form, but with the Green Hulk's persona. And he threw himself on a grenade once as Bruce Banner. It didn't go well for him. And that's how I feel. Like, I'm still the same, like, physically weak, inept individual. I'm just yelling a lot. Existential crisis, civilized comparisons, downing on some sugar, shrugging and watching wild anime or movies. That's the way to do it. Except maybe not the sugar so much. But I won't judge. Everybody likes a little sweetness now and then. Ouch, just hype sensitivity. It's funny, life was calm, drafting night, sweaty tryhards. I didn't throw out like the cheaters, but I was perplexed because like I just kept looking at it like, is there because some games have like a, what do they call it, like an adaptive difficulty, right? And I'd see this stuff and it's like, is this going on here, or is it just me? Is my aim bad? That's certainly entirely possible. Or is there like, are things actually like shifting up around here? Trying to line up my perceptions with the reality. But I wasn't playing my best, which my best isn't that great. I'm not like super hot competitive player. Is as if to say, as in, I can't compete. I'm not at a competitive level, but I certainly do like to win. Somewhere built pen further too. You can't shoot some odd things, but then you can shoot through walls. The game's got like a little bit of jank, but like every time my mind twisted to that, it was like, no, it's just that you suck, Jum. Don't blame the game. And I'd make some statement immediately like, oh, I shouldn't be talking like this. I shouldn't be talking like this. And then while I'm trying to talk myself down, some like new stuff happens. It's just stuff that's like, there's an explanation for this that I am just not getting. But in this heat of the moment, man, I'm just like blowing up. We're in the cornfield. I can't see a damn thing. It's telling me I can't spawn there because the survivors can see me. And yet the previous round, I walked in that cornfield and had like the entire team waiting in there. Like, how did they get there? Well, they must have been hiding around a building, or they spawned in somewhere else. But also like, from both sides of it, there are times where like the entire team was right there. The entire team of survivors were right there. And I walked behind like the thinnest of posts and it was like, you're good now. You can spawn. Nobody can see you. It's like just spamming that button like, let me in. So like, some craziness there, but my strategizing was not on top of things there. We pulled off some decent stuff, but yeah, I came into it already kind of in a bad mood. You know, I had been on the road all day. It was a long day. I came into it already in a bad mood. None of this excuses it. It's more to say that, like, I really didn't want to drop out of it, but I don't know. It's something I gotta work on. A little bit is okay, but like, you can go too far. But mostly, like, I just hate it because, like, that's the stuff that people remember. It's the stuff that people remember more than anything else, and then that becomes your whole thing. You become flanderized. Is it? Oh, I'm glad you joined. I'm glad I did. It was a fun time. I just hope I didn't bring it down for anybody else, because I know that's not super fun to be around. And some of the comments I made, like, I was not trying to imply cheating. I was not trying to insult people. Even the sweat comments were just like, just trying to have fun. But I'm glad to see that it gave you life, Sky, because I'm not trying to be insulting. Just salty. Just pure salt. But like that's the stuff that, like, that's the stuff that keeps me up at night. That's the stuff that, like, beats me up about stuff. It's like the cycle of the Jum's life is like get in with a circle of people and then, like, lose my shit over something stupid and become so embarrassed by it that I just run away and hide, just disappear. Like, I don't really want to do that anymore. Count years I was the tryhard sort of toxic gamer, so yeah. I want to make a broad generalization here, which is that if you grew up on, like, 360 Live, like, that's a like a different spectrum of gaming than what I was on. I never played anything really online on the 360 days. We didn't have voice chat. There's a big difference between, like, someone silently, like, teabagging you and getting pissed off about it and, like, having that screamed in your ear over a microphone. This is Jump CEO apology. Yeah, I mean, if it was a CEO apology, I'd have a lawyer here. It would be a lot of mealy mouth statements. As a CEO, you have to make a lot of mealy mouth statements that are like, "I'm sorry you felt that way," sort of thing. This is the ex-CEO, right? The failed businessman, like, human being-ish Jum. Whatever human meat is left in this bionic form. Like, general sincere, like, hey, please don't think I'm a rage monster. Because that would get me to just vanish. If that was suddenly it was like, well, I'm done. Halo 3's middle school, high school days. Yeah. Well, and that's not a criticism. That's not, I'm better than you because I got mad at Battletoads. Like, well, we had plenty. Never broke a controller, I don't believe. Never really threw controllers either. I did drop my controller. I wasn't even using the controller, and I nudged the cable and dropped it last night. And that, it's like, you ever been so mad that it's like you trip and you're just like want to punch the ground for making you fall? It's like that kind of, like, stupid angry. Broken many controllers for the rage in a wall mirror once. Jeez. It happens. Anger is a powerful drug. There's a reason that the Jedi tell you not to succumb to it. But then everyone does, because they're like, you know what? I get real strong this way. I could kill a lot of dudes if I just got mad and shot lightning. That's why it's so tempting. It's so tempting. I mostly just, like, get embarrassed about my inability in a game and start, like, I totally hit that guy kind of stuff. Nuh-uh. This game's cheating me. And, like, I try not to do it. One of the reasons I try not to do it is that I don't want to set a bad example for my young nephew, but I fear it's already too late for him because he's in the online world now, so he didn't need me for that. I was very careful not to let him see me, like, get riled up about games and, like, try to teach him better than I got taught how to try to like manage the anger and like just kind of walk away from stuff when it gets to be too much. But the internet has raised that child now. Oh, but that's enough of that. I just had that on my mind. I'm just sitting here like as I'm starting stream, like, oh man. It just makes me feel sick when stuff gets to that point, when I allow it to get to that point. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I just want to play games to have fun and be a fun person to be around and not have everyone like worry for a second like that I need to be consoled about something or that I like feel like they have failed me in some way, because that's not the case. That's not the case. It didn't help things either towards the end that it got so incredibly hot in this closet that I thought I was going to catch on fire. I was dying. It was just like the perfect bad end to an already difficult week of dealing with other people's stuff. And like all the stress dealing with that. Oh, it's been bad. This year's been kind of rough on me. But since I started streaming, like before I started streaming, I had like gobs of time and I spent it working on stuff. And I felt pretty productive. And as the streaming has gone on, other factors in my life have drained my time away to the point where I feel like I can barely keep up with just getting the thumbnails put together for stuff, let alone like a lot of the other projects I have. We're coming up on like halfway through the year and I'm like, I haven't accomplished almost anything that I wanted to accomplish. And it's like, it's just wearing on me. But so much of that is just like, had a lot of high stress incidents, and then my stress relief when I'm not streaming is like, I'm going to veg out. I'm going to veg out here, and it's not good. It's not good. But today, vegging out is mostly what we're doing as we continue our journey down the river to where the river meets the ocean, and we will catch the legendary River King. Surely powered up by all the toxic sludge I've been dumping in the river along the way. I mean, you can't see it in the game, but it's just something that got lost in translation. We're absolutely rolling barrels of toxic sludge in this river. We're dumping so much crap in here, and all of that stuff, all of that pharmaceutical waste, all those steroids from the chicken poop we're dumping in there, right? All that stuff going down there is making one mean fish at the end of there. One mighty mean fish. He's probably got like 6 arms. A couple of them are very buff. Some of them are not. Maybe a foot somewhere where it shouldn't be. Teeth, human teeth, I imagine. It's going to be a real monster. But to get there, we have to survive the snakes and eels and crows and other things that are ripping me to pieces here to try and catch some fish. So let's roll over to Kawa no Nushi Tsuri, the legend of the River King. Let me put this down a little bit here. I know the tones on this can be a bit grating. Like Springfield's water. Exactly. You want to get that sweet, delicious nuclear fish. That nuclear fish. We need 2 fish in particular, but I need to see if I can find any more bugs. I'm worried about the bait supply because so far I've been able to find some of these bugs, but like the caviar and the e-worm, I have not, and I'm worried about what that's going to mean for us. It's also difficult because, like, if I need to, like, this is the roughest part about this game is if you don't know what bait you're going to need or what you can find. If I could find an e-worm, I would feel better about it. Earthworm is what the E is for, but I just like the e-worm, like it's an electronic worm. E-worm like e-girl. We're putting e-girls on the hook. We're thirst trapping these fish, right? Can you thirst trap fish? Do fish get thirsty, right? They live in the water, right? You would think a fish would be like the most hydrated thing imaginable, right? do fish drink that water that they're swimming around in? And if so, like, I don't know, man. That's like hydrating yourself off your bath water. It just feels like everything about a fish's existence seems like disgusting. Is water wet? Oh my God, I don't think I want to get into this. I don't think I want to get into the water wet. Oh, sorry about that, bumping it with my water. I have heard all of that. It's the kind of stuff that my nephew comes up to me. He sees some video on YouTube about it and then wants to challenge everybody to prove his intelligence. And it's like, buddy, I don't even want to have this discussion. What is there saying? Like, the water's not wet. It makes things wet. And I'm like, I guess. I suppose. But I mean, do we need to define it that sharply? So you know, put your hand in water like your hand is wet now because of the water. Water is a wetting agent and not wet itself. I think that's just crazy talk. That's crazy talk. What's up, Podcast? What's up, Terrence? How you doing? Thank you for the look. How's it going? I always feel funny if someone puts in there like they're lurking and my first question is like, hey, how you doing? And it's like, if they wanted to talk, if they were going to talk a lot, they wouldn't say they're lurking. Not to say that you don't want to talk, but you know, I'm just saying that's kind of funny to me. It's just that's like when someone's like, you go buy a movie ticket and they're like, enjoy the movie, and your brain like auto translates, just auto replies like, thanks, you too. I guess if you see it sometime, it's like that. It's just my natural reaction. This guy's got a new permanent nickname here. I think I have. I don't know why I'm searching. I have all this stuff. So somebody wants a carp. Somebody wants something else. From the River Center, Foam Rose. Okay, great. That's super useful. I think this is the guy. I need a golden carp so I can go and print my high quality tubs. I don't really know. Is he just like slapping ink on the side of a live fish and just slapping it against his tubs? Is that his imprint? Like, you can't just make something out of clay, you weirdo. I'm looking for a stickleback. Look at the stickleback. Can you find me one? So somewhere along this river is a golden carp and a stickleback. You can call me pale chub when it's my girl. Oh my God. Oh damn. It's the eel. This thing's got a lot of hit points. And the fights can go sour real quick. However, the only thing that we lose from this really is money. And not even like we lose money when we die. It's entirely like we'll lose money because then I gotta spend money on the inn. All right, let's see what we got up here. I believe these areas are the only place we can fish from. And you know, like, you're in a fishing spot because it tells you, like, the bait. And that's how you get rid of bad nicknames. You just keep flipping around. You got to keep your strat secret. If you reveal the secret strats, then they'll turn around and bite you. Much like this eel is biting my face off, one slice at a time. You gotta go for the head, I guess. You gotta go for the face. Shoot. If you wait too, like, sometimes you just get a bad roll of like where the attacks hit, and if you wait too long, it just speeds up. All right, we got him. We're like down like almost half our hit points here. What do I got for food? No food on hand. I'm all out of food. I gotta go where the foam is. I gotta go where the river is really frothy here. Son of a... Can't decide if they do or don't want to come to Pale Chub. Okay, I don't come into your stream, Pale Chub. Call your name there. Oh my god. The Chub Wars begin. As I battle this vicious serpent. Do you think this snake is venomous? Or are they just like putting little holes in me? I'm gonna die. The snake, yeah. It's fine. Apparently they decided about, yeah. Held for review. Once again, proving like the absolute insanity of YouTube. Like, people have said Pale Chub like 100 times on this. But only now they're like, no, Sky. That's not, you don't get to use that word. That's our word. You don't get the Chub pass, apparently. I should go buy some food. I haven't caught any fish yet. So I looked online and I found a not very easy to follow map. All they got is ramen, and it's $50. I also got to save my money for the F work. I assume that's a firework. Two bunk systems with me, you chubby bastard. I don't know, this guy's anything but chubby. I think he's got the opposite problem. He wants to be more chubby. He wants that bulk. He's looking for those gains. You just have to subscribe to be able to talk in your chat. Been subbed to Jump. Yeah. Chaos is one of my first subscribers. One of the only people from the old days that like came back to watch this stuff. I think I saw one other person that I knew from the old days who showed up like once or twice and was like, this is too weird for me, I'm out of here. Quite literally cannot move past 133. Have you considered eating more lead pellets? Friends forever, Jum. Boy, I hope so. Boy, I hope so. Chaos got to experience some of my rage when we played Dead Island. That was some fun. I enjoyed that game, but there were some moments in that game where I was just like, I'm going to take my monitor and throw it in the lake. Rage, you mean me? I think we all raged on that. we all had moments where that game just pushed us to the brink. That's not helpful in the game. No, you were fine. We were all pretty much on equal footing on that. I do remember a couple of times getting everybody in a truck and then driving it off a cliff. So a little bit of unfair trolling there. What's up, Dum Jump? Trivia guys, Big Boss from Cops makes a cameo in Transformers anime as part of an in-use video game. It's probably the only time Hasbro has acknowledged Cops. I liked the Cops show. I don't remember a whole lot of it. We did finish the game. We did finish it. I don't think we never finished the second one, but the second one was like devouring my soul and I just couldn't have it. Also have lawyer-friendly versions of Turbo Teen. I had a friend who was really freaked out by the Turbo Teen transformation. Like it disturbed him. I loved that transformation. But I like Cops. There's an episode of Cops where someone had a glove that would give them the Midas touch and they couldn't figure out how to turn it off. It all came down to like one guy like stealthing into it, like sneaking up on him to put his gloved hand in a special briefcase. He was just out there turning everybody into gold. That and the drug episode are the two that I remember the most. All right. I'll go back up this way. There's some... No! The briefcase was my pants. Oh man, I hope not. Snake! Ooh, big damage there. Get him right in the jaw. That's probably gonna be... Ooh, no, it's still good. The snake's got more hit points than I do. These are powerful snakes. Oh, get him right in the tongue. Hey, our life has gone up. We got a level off of that snake just slapping his tongue. No, bad snake. That is the portal I came in on. Toy line only lasted 2 waves before being discontinued. Yeah, that's a snake. Yeah, we thought the eel was a snake until the snake showed up, and it was like, oh, that's what a snake looks like there. All right, let's see what do they want here? They want the bugs. They want the bugs or the E-worm. I don't know if I want to waste an E-worm here. We'll throw a bug out. The trouble is, if you change bait, if I change this bug back to an E-worm, that would just be out that bug. We got the new bobber here. This guy we can talk to that gives us a different bobber. Did MF just eat my bug? Who stole my bug? Ooh. It's funny how the size of the fish on here doesn't really have like any bearing on come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Like the size displayed on the screen, the size of the sprite doesn't have a ton of bearing on it. You'd think that fish would be way bigger from how much space it took up. It's only 11 centimeters. So we got, does that say River Cod or River God? Because it looks like it says River God. Right? Am I? That looks like River God. That is a G. We got the god of the river. What does this mean? What does this mean? What does it mean by this? What did they mean by that? I miss, even though I'm not like into collecting action figures anymore, I miss that like heady period of like the 80s and 90s where like there's just a flood of cartoons that existed solely to sell action figures that wouldn't stick around more than a season or two. And like the toy line, like there were so many of them, like they just couldn't, the market could not support all of them. I don't really know. I don't really know what we could define that as. Like Arceus without a master ball. I don't even have to use the frog bait that we caught earlier. I still don't have a master hook though. Well, let's see if we can catch another river god. It's not golden. It's not a carp. don't know if that's supposed to be cod or what. This definitely isn't the king. You'd think that God would like supersede the king, right? We're looking for the river king, but we found a god. Isn't that better? Or is that like I went to the store for cold medicine and came back with morphine? Like, no, that's not gonna help. Oh, it's very powerful, but that's not what I need for the sniffles. I mean, fish is fish, baby. This will make us some money. Come on. Come on. When I was having lunch with my dad yesterday at the restaurant, there was a group of guys a few tables away from us. My dad was eavesdropping on their conversation the whole time we were there because they were talking about fishing. They just kept leaning over and like, hearing those guys talking about the fish they're catching. Or do you think they're talking about fishing? I'm like, I don't know, Dad. Why don't you just ask them? Why are you listening so intently to their conversation? It's like, you know, we could probably go fishing again. Like, I don't think so. 13 centimeters on that one. Beauty fish. But then our waiter disappeared like right before we got our food, and then came back later to apologize. And he's like, yeah, sorry, I didn't have your food. I had to have someone else bring your food out. We're like, no, that's fine. And he's like, yeah, I just got a phone call that my mom went in the hospital. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to react to this news. Like, that's bad. I hope your mom's okay. It was very awkward after that. Apparently they were like traveling downstate, so it wasn't like a situation where he could like go to the hospital. But he kept coming back. See, the smaller fish always fight more. Come on, fish. Oh, he stole my bug. So we can usually find more bugs. That's why I'm not using the E-worm, because I can't find more of those. I'm at least relatively sure that, like, I don't need the earthworms to catch the River King. That's what the frogs are for. But I wouldn't be surprised if I need them to catch, like, the stickleback or the golden carp. And whatever else. I don't want to get, like, way downriver and find out, like, oh, I'm out of earthworms, and it's the only thing that I can use to catch this last fish that I need. I'm just loading up on these guys while I'm here. Might as well keep on fishing while the fishing's good. Depopulate this whole forest. I'm gonna take all your gods. I'm gonna take all your gods and I'll turn them into sashimi. As you do. Pretty typical, you know, of a tourist, like just have no respect for the local traditions. You just show up and like eat all of their sacred cows. Because you're just a monster. I ate yogurt that was past its due date earlier. If the brown one begins to blow, you'll know who did it. I hope if it reaches me, given my vague knowledge of our relative geographic distance, that's gonna have to like cross a whole lot of land. If it's that powerful, that's gonna be like a toxic spill. So I hope that's not the case. a whole time zone or 3. You look like the layout of time zones are just like so weirdly laid out. Like geographically, they don't. Well, maybe it's just because they don't make sense on like a flat map, which is just like a projection of the globe. But every time I look at it, I'm like, how are we in this time zone? Just like a tofu hunter. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta show up and just like. That's such a like a typical RPG thing. Go to a foreign land, destroy their gods. Wow, the fishing's still good here. How many more of these can we catch? Probably one more. We're gonna get the whole pantheon of river gods out of this one. Oh, son of a... Got me yapping. Missing the telltale signs of the fish on the hook. Come to me, river god. About to spirit this guy away. Pull some like license plate and a child's leg out of their stomach. So that's what happened to Timmy. And my Buick. Come on. Get in my bin. Not a lot of big fish, but that's fine. The little ones add up. I like how the only thing that matters is the size of the fish. Doesn't matter what kind of fish it is. We could catch like, you know, a 200 centimeter like trash fish full of worms, tastes disgusting, no one wants to eat it, and they'd still be like, well, I buy them by the length, so here's your money. And if everybody knew that's how the economy worked, wouldn't ever people be like creating all kinds of ways to like breed longer fish? You know what I'm saying? Longer, weaker fish. Or just stretch them out themselves. They got all their fish on a rack. Like, I gotta squeeze an extra inch out of this bad boy. It's just extra protein. Yeah. But it depends on what you're making out of it. I guess you could just like chop up the garbage fish and just throw it into your like, you know, breaded cod. Laffy Taffy fish. Yep. Just stretch them out. Mr. Fantastic Fish. Oh, the fishing's dead. I'm gonna eat. We bought ramen, and what I have is Eno. E-noodles? Electric noodles? Earth noodles? How does ramen translate into Eno? Well, at least we're all charged up. All right, let's go sell some fish. How much are you going to pay for my bucket of fish here? You have fish? I buy by size and quantity. I will pay $120. Thank you, sir. Good enough. Easter noodles. About to eat a language. Yen 0. Delicious. Why would they call them Easter noodles when, like, as though I'm not from these? Plus, we're west of where I'm from, so shouldn't they be like Western noodles? Oh, you know what? We should search for bugs. 4 bug found. Oh, what was my cellular telephone? I'm gonna put on Do Not Disturb. So I can stop getting notifications from Steam that games are on sale. I don't need you to tell me the games are on sale. I know they're on sale. This is such a weird to navigate area here. What's this guy got to say? Is this the, I think this is the lure guy. Stop by here to swap out floats. Hybrid. I don't want the hybrid. As far as I know, this is like just appearance. It doesn't do anything else. All right, I want to stick with the stick for now because I like it. I gotta cross over there. Oh my God! It's the goat! It's the golden goat! He's come for us. Get him right in the horns. That was not a great hit. Ooh. So we want to punch the goat in the chest. Give it the old karate chop across the neck. Not good. Its neck is defended. It just got out of surgery. It's got to wear the cone. Give a nice headshot. Does not care about the headshot. That shouldn't shock me. If I'm going to survive this, I've got to eat these noodles here. I'm going to spend so much money. They're $50. That's a hell of a bowl of ramen. Oh my gosh. Die, goat, die. $35 XP is not bad. The persona goat. At least it's not Mara. As long as we don't have to deal with that, I'm satisfied. What you got to say, fella? Looking for the stickleback? Try around the stream's end. Okay. Can I fish here? I can, and it does like the bug. What are we gonna fish over here? What's gonna end up on the hook? Dang it. Usually when it dangles like that, it's because they don't actually like that bait, which is weird. Oh, this guy's looking kind of carpish. Kind of golden. What do we got? Dark chub. Don't laugh. Don't laugh at the dark chub. That's when Sky is in the emo phase. He becomes the dark chub. When he's filled with the darkness. Actually, that probably wouldn't be emo, right? That'd be goth. Did you have a goth phase, Sky? You ever revel in the darkness within and become the dark chub? Look, Sky, he's the one who said it, right? I wouldn't keep saying it if he hadn't said it. Plus, I'm not the one who keeps saying it. All right, well, let's just keep grabbing some dark chubs here. I'm learning so much about fish. In that I'm learning that fish exist in more varieties than what I have caught. Which I guess shouldn't be as much of a surprise. But like half the fish that show up in here, I'm like, is that a real fish? Like, yeah, it is. I don't know why you keep looking. Like, they're all real. They're all real actual fish. Pale chub is probably goth on its own. That's true. They both fit. Dark chub would be the prep who goes sunbathing. Ah, dark chub is the spray tan. The spray tan chub. 10-centimeter chub. No big chubs in this river. just little. Oh, he stole my bug. Let's try a red bug. Let's see what the red bug gets us. Delicious red bug. Oh, these things are just like speed demons. This has got to be like a little fish. Usually, like, the fast ones are tiny. Tabaroko! 7 centimeters. Man, that ain't worth my time. I guess if we're gonna get stopped by crows, that's worth it. You catch a bunch of little fish, because the crows will steal your smallest fish first. Oh! Man, these chubs are brutal. It's not the fish I'm looking for though, but I gotta build up some cash. I gotta get the firework for what I don't know, but it's in the shop, which means it has a use. It wouldn't be selling if I didn't need it. This game is extremely bare bones. So you always at least know your next step, at the very least based on what's for sale. Like, oh, they sell a shotgun. Guess I need a shotgun. Oh, they sell a broken eggshell. Guess that's what I need now. If they had like box of toenail clippings in the shop, you'd be like, I need that for some reason. And then you find out later, like, oh, this is why I needed that box of toenail clippings. It all makes sense now. That's something you can apply to a lot of RPGs. There's just like, you find something odd in the shop and it's like, I probably should buy this, especially if it's very expensive. Sometimes it's a trap, but it's like, you paid $1,000 for nothing, you fool. But most of the time it's like, there's a reason that one Band-Aid, that special slice of bread was 1,000 gold. Because it's a quest item. That's the key you need to make it to the next area. It's the most expensive bread imaginable. It's made from unicorns. Just to get a nice slice of unicorn loaf. Which is a lot like bologna, but it's got glitter in it. Very bad for digestion. Oh, he's a fighter. Oh, we were so close there. Oh, he almost got away. Crunchy unicorn loaf. What's up, Cecily? How you doing? How you been? Welcome in. You ever eaten glitter? And I don't mean like food safe stuff. I mean like sometimes people put stuff on food that like really shouldn't eat in there. Per head mo, no. I don't think it's that objectionable, but I'm not. I'm just gonna leave it hidden. No, but I have eaten glue. What sort of glue? Like Elmer's glue? Elmer's glue is relatively safe. You get to rubber cement, that's bad. If you get to like super glue, that's super. I've known people who had like a retainer that broke and then used super glue to fix it. And it's like, you absolutely don't want to do that. It's fairly toxic. Their dentist yelled at them. They did not have insurance, so I understand where they were coming from. Yeah, I think even like they sell like repair kits and stuff for like if you have like false teeth or like crowns or something you need to glue back in, right? I would recommend against using them because a lot of that stuff is not really regulated and the glue in those is really not safe to put in your mouth. Because it will like degas toxic chemicals. Good old Elmer's. There are a lot of people that ate paste. I never quite understood it. I don't know if it had a good flavor or what. I have to imagine it did, otherwise I probably wouldn't eat it. I mean, that was like, we're talking like kindergarten, so like, people do all kinds of weird stuff. School supply glue, industrial glue, yeah. Did anyone experience this during the slime craze? My niece was just young enough during the slime craze that like we had to buy that stuff, and there was like, you know, it was like making slime with like borax powder and Elmer's glue, like white glue, and like you couldn't get that anywhere because people were buying it all up, buying like giant containers of the glue to make slime. It became this like weird hot commodity. And then like a new school year rolled around, like the students will need glue. And like we could not find glue anywhere because everyone bought it to make slime. It's like, you just pour that straight in the garbage. What's up, Leather? Welcome in. We're just fishing for the dark chub here. Don't laugh at the name. They're not particularly large fish, but like, it adds up. But I need like $350 for fireworks for some reason. If you look at this fish, it's got a little heart tattoo near its fish butt, where the tail meets the butt. It's got a heart tattoo on its fish cheek, if you look closely. Delicious. I found an emulator. Oh, an emulator for what? What are you emulating over there? What are you emulating? Oh, no more chubs in this river. All right, what are they like down here? They like the red bugs here. The red bugs and the E-worms. Maybe I'll use an E-worm here. Let's see what's biting in this section of the river. In this weird wetland we're in. Oh my god, the lizard! Get off my line, lizard! Just out here catching giant salamanders. They won't even let me eat it. Like, what's the point of this struggle? I think I just get experience from catching this guy. But if I lose, he's gonna break my line and cause damage. Come on. Come on. You're growing very sleepy, lizard. Come on. No, don't leave. Don't do it. Oh my god. I'm fighting for my life here. Oh, I just can't seal the deal. Got him. Put on my Chromebook for the Wii and GameCube. Very laggy. I don't know the relative power of the, we get 20 experience for that. Gurs lizard. The Gris lizard. Oh my God, was it a Cecily? It was. It was. The rare Cecily appearance. Always good to see. Got a recording if you want to see. Yeah. Yeah, throw that stuff in the Discord. I've never had a Chromebook. I had to talk my nephew out of one. He was asking for it for Christmas along with the Switch. And I was like, that's a little much. Like, what do you want it for? Like, to play Minecraft. Like, bud, you got it on like 4 different consoles now. We managed to talk to me because my parents were talking about getting like a $70 Chromebook, and I'm like, that thing ain't gonna run crap. They don't make computers that cheap because they're good. All right. I mean, this is good for experience, I guess. There's a lot of fighting there. I'll try and catch one more, and then I'll switch to the earthworm. I don't want to waste the earthworm. I have a limited supply of them. Oh! It's not a lizard. Come on. Come on. Come on. Is this the golden carp, or is it just some other trash fish? He's fighting. Come on. There we go. Ooh. Hey, we got the gold carp. 10 centimeter in length. All right, well, that's one down. Now we just need the stickleback. Now let's take a look at our bin and see what the smallest fish is. Ooh. That's dangerous. Because if we encounter a crow, it could steal the golden carp. Let's go back. Probably the best thing that could happen to me right now is that this ferret kills me and I don't have to worry about a crow stealing my golden carp. These ferrets were pretty tough from what I remember last time. I may be confusing it with a different mammal. Oh, never mind. Oh, I got a Minkyu, and we beat him to death. And leveled up on him, too. Chromebook is good for light usage. Gaming channel work. You're all making me shy. I was called out to Cecily. Cecily just wanted to come and watch some fishing. Everyone's always excited to see a Cecily. Oh no! Not my boy Minkyu. I turned him into a mink coat. Well, that was not a great hit. Attacking a goat's elbows is not the way to do it. Holy crap, he did 13 damage. This goat's gonna murder me. I'm not gonna survive this battle. It's fine. This is actually what I want. It's the most mischievous goat I've ever seen. All the animals have these like smug look on their face. Every one I run into is they're all so smarmy looking. The goat's got some like weird collar to him, which makes me think it's some sort of pet. All right, let's give this guy his gold carp. You found one. Now I can work again. Take this tub. So I have S tub. Small tub, I assume. Let's look for some bugs while we're here. 3 bugs found. Nothing. All right, now I gotta sleep at the end. Oh, I gotta sell the fish. Still no stickleback, but we're getting closer. $140. I'll take it. Great. Is that enough? Nothing. I want the red bugs. I need a red bug. Nothing. Probably have to leave first. I was really worried until I looked it up that the gold carp wasn't here, that it was like further back, that I would have to travel backwards. Although I did find out that once you catch the River King, you have to walk all the way back home, which I found hilarious. One bug found. I'm gonna get those red bugs. Nothing. Nothing. Come on. Give me my red bug. Where can I find a red bug? Hey, there's a red bug. All right, we're all good. All right, now I got to roll up to the river to make this stickle back. Well, I got 280 bucks. We're not quite there yet. We're not quite there. I have to survive long enough. No, goat, please. Please, goat. I'm not going to make it with those kind of attacks, I'll tell you that much. I don't think it cares about getting hit in the face either. There's a specific section, the triangle of its chest, that is like the best place to hit. So I'm just nickel and diming it. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I didn't mean to hit run away. Never mind. It's fine, I'm dead anyway. Just trying to eat. If I even have any noodles left. Pro experience is so peak as I play as Armpit. Armpit? No food on hand. All right, I gotta go spend some money. I need to sleep here because a goat beat me within an inch of my life. And I gotta go back out there and then attack this goat with my fishing rod. Yes. $50 is a lot, man. Furry boy? You talking to me? Why is there an eel on dry land? Well, I guess this is all like swampland here. Come on, give me a better hit than that. You gotta hit him in the face if you want to do some real damage to him. Like that. Give me the old karate chop in the neck. Ain't no one else here curious about wearing a fursuit. I just said I was curious about wearing. I never said I was curious about wearing a fursuit. It's a gross misinterpretation. What I said was I respect the workmanship that goes into the craftsmanship of their fursuits. What they do in them, perhaps not, but you gotta admire like the quality of the suits they make. They're very impressive. If you can't look at like a really elaborate fursuit, except if you could wear a fursuit, would no way. Or did I? I don't remember saying that. I say I admire the craftsmanship. I don't know about wearing one. I didn't mean to go for the low blow there, Ferret. Come on, ferret. Getting chewed up alive here by these animals. I wear food. I'm gonna give furry hugs in them. 99% sure. Yeah, you know, you could be right. You could be right. I think the suits are cool. I think they're very impressive. Look, I'm gonna say something potentially controversial here. There's a very fine line between what we do as VTubers and what furries do, if you really think about it. Because what is a VTuber besides, you know, a less animalistic persona, right? It's the same thing. And that's why I got into VTubing, because I respect the craftsmanship of it. I respect the tech behind the whole animated avatar. And you get to play a character that's just like being a furry. Minus a lot of the other stuff. There's a lot that doesn't line up. Slap some tattoos on myself and called it good. But it's very similar. People don't want to hear that because, you know, they got a negative perception of furries. You gotta take away, like, man, I barely hit that. He's gonna kill me. Snake has won. The snake usually wins. Knowing Orange was the first VTuber. Potentially. There was somebody else that I saw got propped up alongside that. I gotta catch some fish here because I'm just losing money. Trying to make it to the end of the river. I need more levels here to survive the horrendous battles. Unfortunately, most of the stuff that's around here is just, like, not great. All right, this is the red bug zone. And so we'll just load up on fish here. We'll just grind some fish. Yeah, like these damn things. Tiny fish. Fred, I think it was something like may have been like pre-YouTube. People were saying. It was all kind of like tongue-in-cheek though. Come on. I hate these things. They put up so much fight and they're so small. Or something about that annoying Fred Kid did something akin to VTubing like a decade ago. Yeah, I mean, most of like the comparisons that I see on that stuff is like it's a very like thin connection, but it works. No snake, no snake, no snake. Get some more dark chubs here. Oh, this is the same damn fish. Need to switch off the red bug. It's got so much fight in it. It moves so quick. It's so tiny. This is just a trash fish. Takatiko's 2015. Stop it! Stop it, Sky! You're killing me! Just go with the regular bug. I think that's what the dark chubs prefer. Come on. At least these bring in like a little bit more money. But so far we haven't encountered any like truly gigantic fish on this river. I don't think I've ever caught any fish that's like in the top size category. I think like the second to highest is the biggest fish I've got. We just gotta make back like I think need like 180 bucks to get those fireworks. But I also need like a good 10 spot in there for the inn. From when I inevitably get decimated by the next goat attack. I'm not letting you go. You can just like cut bait and let them go and avoid getting like losing a hook or getting damaged. But I'd rather not. I'd rather win. Get in there. You're mine now. God. So I should just let it go, because the ones, the smallest fish, always put up the most fight. I should have learned my lesson by now that like if a fish is really, really fighting, it's probably like only worth like $1. Dang it. Stole my bug. Come on. Come on. I gotta go back to where the lizards were because that's relatively low risk for the XP gain. I could get another level to just fishing for river lizards. Why do they call it a grass lizard when it's crawling around in the water? What kind of nonsense is that? There's a couple more fish here until this spot dries up and move back over to the lizard spot. We might catch another golden carp. Those were probably fairly sizable. I'd head all the way to the end, right, to try and get the stickle back. I'm just worried I won't survive it. Because some of the tougher animals are still, like, able to do enough damage to us that it's a real risk. So I definitely need, like, want to get another level or two. Did y'all see the heart? Y'all see the fish's tramp stamp? It's probably got a butterfly on the other side. I guess that wouldn't be a tramp stamp. What are you, is there a, you don't see the heart? Oh, it's right. Hold on. Before this goes away. Right here. It's a little heart. Maybe it doesn't look like heart to you. I don't know. I guess I can't really call it a tramp stamp because it's on the side. So instead of being like on the small of the back, it's like on one butt cheek. What would you call that? Does the tattoo positioned on your butt cheek have a name like that? If you had a tattoo on each butt cheek, would that have a term associated with it? I don't know enough about tattoo culture. I guess it wouldn't even be tattoo culture as much as like, right? Because calling someone a tramp stamp's not tattoo culture. That's just like, I don't know, where you would put that. Trash talking someone. Some tattoos, no idea if they have a name. They probably don't. I'm just gonna call it the tramp stamp because it's funnier, even though it's inaccurate. But that's how you know if this was a shooting game that was the fish's weak point. You look for that pattern, like shoot it right here. Its heart is at the base of its spine somehow. Don't ask me. I'm no ichthyologist. That's people who study fishes. Come on, little fish. Get in my bin. I wish to sell you for money. Join your friends. Join your family. You will enjoy it, I promise. We really don't know what these people... We assume that they're doing that. Part of tattoos on my shoulder. My tramp step is a berserker. Not bad, not bad. Usually, I think the butterfly is more of like an ankle tattoo. I don't really know. I don't have any tattoos. I think there's some barcodes on me somewhere, but that's inventory tracking. That's different. Plus, it's under the flesh, so you can't really see it anyway. Oh. This is like... I don't know if I've like talked much about it besides like, oh, I'm fishing. This is extremely simple as far as like fishing games go. But I mean, like most fishing is like, if it's in a game, like side fishing stuff is not super complex. It's really enjoyable. It's really fun fishing, and you have like almost no feedback. You're seeing everything. Like you can reel them real quick, or they can pull back, and you want to let them go a little bit so they don't break your line. And there's like a back and forth on it. It's very fun. It's very enjoyable. I really like the. I don't know if we call it the fishing music. The fishing combat music is very nice. I'm really enjoying this game a lot. It's very simple. It's very simple. It does make me curious about the other ones. Much like every game I play on the Sunday grind is like, this was really interesting. I wonder what the next ones look like. Where they've kind of proven that they can do this now. How are they going to expand on this? Dark Chub is my nickname after I turned to the dark side. We were talking about that. We were talking about if the Dark Chub was like the Goth Chub. The goth phase. But then Chaos pointed out that the pale chub would also fit the goth, and that dark chub was more likely assigned to like a spray tan, or if not spray tan, like the sunbathing period, the prep period. I think Chaos said. But my first thought was like, oh, yes, this is when Sky let his darkness out. That's when the dark chub shows up. As long as these chubs are biting. Oh! They got me. They got me! Scammed again. To me, my chub. To me! Get in my bin. I'm gonna sell you to the nice lady in town for a couple bucks. When the Chuny took over, my demon eye revealed itself. It broke the seals. Nothing can contain his dark chub powers now. All right. What are they like here? They're like red bugs. They're like E-worms here. I caught a golden carp off of a red bug here. I think this is where I caught the golden carp. I believe so. There's also Lizard Town. I didn't switch. That's why. They nibbled, but they didn't bite. Either or is fine here. We'll either get some money with the carp, or we get some experience with the grass lizard. I refuse to call it a grass lizard. I assume it's amphibious, otherwise it's drowning, and I'm also reeling it in, which is kind of grim. It's like fishing for a cat. It's like, what is that cat doing in the water? And why is it fighting my effort to bring it back to the air? Come on. Come on, lizard. Gotcha. Now, what do I do with these after I've caught them? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not selling them. It's not giving me a size. I'm not selling them in town. Do I just pull out of the water and, I don't know, swing it around, just wave it around in my air and over the over my head and just whip it into the distance? Get out of here. Or just start eating it. Plus, something tells me like pulling this thing out of the water wouldn't that wouldn't be the end of it. I feel like that would just be the beginning. If you pulled this thing out of the water, yeah, I won. And then the thing's like, you're mine now. And then now it's on your face, clawing and biting. Seems like you'd rather just leave it in the water unless you've got a plan. And I don't know what this fisherman's plan is after this. I really don't. But it's fine. It nets me experience. To make me tougher. To make me stronger. To battle the coming enemies. Woo! Like this guy. Come on, carp. Come on. Come on. As long as we're gaining ground. Almost. Oh, so close to reeling him in. Now he's making a big pull. He's making a big getaway. Got him. 12 centimeters. That's not that big. That's even worse. That's even worse than the fish. The fish is bad enough. I cannot recommend that. That lizard would cause serious damage, right? It'd be like running over a hot dog with a lawnmower. This lizard has legs and arms. That's mostly human. It's not even as big as your foot. It's not. The legs and arms is not enough. That's like, there has to be more quality. We have to have more separation than that. There has to be more that separates man from beast than whether or not it has limbs. You know what else is not as big as my foot? Oh no. I hope it's not your shoes, because that's really bad if you wear shoes that are too small. You want to make sure you have adequately sized shoes especially around the toes, because if not, you get bunions, and that's extremely painful. Nobody wants that. My dad's bunions are so bad, his big toe is like practically rotated at a 90 degree angle into the other toes. It's kind of horrifying. And it's not very comfortable for him either. I got bonked. Yes, you just get bonked. You should know better. You should know better, Bradmo. So you put an extra E in there, like that would get it through. Now Sky's trying again. Stop it! Stop it! Oh my god. And then it lets that through. It lets that through. After all that, it just gives up. I guess that's the answer. I guess the answer is that you just have to outlast the YouTube auto mod because it just gets tired and gives up. Come on, get in there. Come on, fish. I've already caught your children. Join them. Join your family. Go outside. That is my recommendation too. Take a step outside. What's up, Pinball Village? Welcome to my nightmare here. About to put some suckers on timeout here. They don't quit the war on the auto mod for things that are getting bonked specifically because that's what it's there for. Don't make me take my hand off this controller here while I'm trying to catch this delicious fish. Get in there! Get! Come on. Stop resisting, carp. Surrender. Gotcha. Gotcha. You want to go with your joystick? The controller. There's no joystick here. It's a D-pad. Oh, no more of the carp. All right. I didn't even get a chance to talk to this guy before I got murdered by a snake. Overuse of the tub can weaken you. Oh no, I did talk to him. What does that mean though? Am I gonna take damage using the tub? Somebody told me they need the tub to cross a body of water. So I assume it's a boat. But am I gonna die trying to ford this river in my tub? I had to catch a carp so this man could stamp the tub. I don't know. Do 2007 Sony Bravia XBR TV that goes well with the PS5. The Sony Bravia is pretty nice. All right, that's 2 TVs for Sony's. I'm pretty happy with them. Although the last one, it got shipped, and when the person dropped it off, they dropped it on its side hard, and it left a ripple in one of the interior plastic diffusers, because you have the LCD or the LED or the OLED, and then there's like a plastic diffuser sheet over that. Well, it was bubbled. It was like warped, like it had a ripple in it, rippling out from the edge. And if you look straight on, it was sort of there, but if you look to the side, it was very obvious. So I had to get it shipped back, get another one out. So I hate about that stuff. Getting that stuff shipped is like a nightmare. I used to do work installing that stuff, and towards the end of my time there, I felt like every other TV we got had to be returned and replaced because it would arrive broken. It was a nightmare. Glass frame, the Sony logo lights up. Yeah, Sony's are pretty decent. I've got some issue with this one that's going to force me to replace it within the next few years, but otherwise it's been pretty solid. It's fairly responsive. No joy, only salt. No salt, only fish. Only fish. How far do I have to go? Oh God, no. Can I escape the eagle? These things were hell. Eagle is gone. Okay. I don't want to fight an eagle. I don't want to fly like an eagle. Right. It's just going to kill me. Damn it, snake. Let me escape. Nope, the snake chased me. Okay, well, I'm fighting a snake now. I gotta find a spot to hit the snake like really good because they got a lot of hit points. That was not it. These things got a lot of hit points. They do a lot of damage. I'm just gonna get killed by the snake. Right in the eyeball. Not good, not good. Jeez, these snakes are tough everywhere. Snake's gonna kill me. Good night. Snake has won. This one TV is beautiful. It's $4,000 when it came out. It's crazy with the pricing on that stuff. I got an email the other day that Sony has a buy one get one free deal, right? And it's like you buy this TV, the specific TV, and they'll send you like a 50-inch TV for free. And I'm like, all right, I'll buy it. I'll check it out. And they're like, this 50-inch TV is priced between $400 and $500. It's like the TV you have to buy to get that free $400 or $500 TV is also like a $4,000 TV. It's like, no, thank you. $210. Nice. Oh, I can buy the firework and also recover some health here. Yeah, they've had this deal a couple times. $30. Oh, this is gonna be. I gotta immediately go catch some fish after this. Otherwise, I will be in some serious beef. Be in some serious trouble. $30 is quite a lot comparatively. I need to buy this. Yes, that's it. So now I have, I assume that's the fire. That's the magnet. That's the firework. But first I have to be able to like survive to get to that point. And that's my issue now is I'm not tough enough to survive. Those snakes are killing me. At least these ferrets aren't too difficult. Get him right in the stomach. Just kid just out in the wild punching ferrets. Oh my God, no. No, I have to escape this snake. He's gonna kill me and I cannot afford. God. This is gonna be a nightmare. Oh, fuck you, snake. I cannot possibly kill this snake. I cannot kill it. And now I'm going to be stuck at 1 HP until I can catch enough fish to make $30. And I'm gonna keep getting jumped by a snake here. I swear to God. Oh, that was like, it's like, what's the worst again? Like, my worst case scenario is that I get killed before I make enough money to go to the inn. That's exactly what happened. Those snakes have probably double my hit points and do a mountain of damage. So I'm gonna go outside for, there ain't no fishing around me. Not nearly close enough. I would rather fish in this video game anyway. Because at least when a snake attacks me in this game, I'm not physically injured. What's up, Joshua? Welcome in. If only I could buy dynamite. I have a funny story about that. I got together with my friend and his 2 kids for some tabletop gaming on Friday. Hey, what's up, Cuby? How's it going? Come here, back around till I'm back in my shift. Ah, gotcha. Well, I appreciate you spending your break with us. I hope that your day goes smoothly. Yeah, so Friday was tabletop gaming, and we were playing a Western game. It was my friend and his youngest son against me and his oldest son. And so, of course, I'm looking at the equipment when we start, and there's like $20 for a stick of dynamite. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy dynamite, because that's gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna blow someone to pieces with that. I only had $20. I didn't have enough money. Oh, I leveled up on with it. I did not have enough money to buy like a rifle or anything like a better weapon. So I'm like, this dynamite's all I got. So we roll into town, and I used the dynamite, and it grievously wounded one of my buddy's cowboys, and then his oldest son came in and finished the job, and then I got shot to Swiss cheese by another dude with a rifle. Meanwhile, the youngest son like barely got to join in before, according to his interpretation of the rules, we had to run away. So I ran away. All right, and we lost that one, but we got some money. And I'm there like begging my friend's son to like share $20 of the $140 he has so I can buy dynamite, like pleading with him. He's like, no, I'm not giving you that money. It's like, but that dynamite won it for us. What's up, Kaiju? Welcome in. How you doing? And I'm just like, please, I just need $20. Just give me $20 for the dynamite. I don't have enough money for anything else. No. No, you don't need it. You don't need it. I need this money. I need this money so I can buy fancy duds to improve my reputation. You don't have enough for the fancy dubs. Just give me $20. He would not relent. So I have to go into the next battle without dynamite. Which, it's not that good, but it's my signature. I need that dynamite. I can't play a Western game without being the guy throwing dynamite all over the place. Ever noticed Left 4 Dead's music similar to Last of Us? Yeah, actually not last night. I need to listen to the Last of Us soundtrack again, because I haven't heard that since I played Last of Us when the original game came out, and I haven't touched it since. So I can't remember the music enough to compare them. Every time I have money, it goes to the dancing lady at the saloon. That's one way to do it. We played like quite a few like Western themed games like that. This one was very strange, but at least had more structure. Other ones we played like had no structure, and between like multiple people in that group of friends, we've spent a fair amount of money on like Western themed tabletop scenery, and I mean, the last time we played it, I think I rolled into a place and blew the building up with dynamite, and then it started a fire that burned half the town down. Now all of my gang burned up, but it was worth it. The first of us. Oonga boonga. More Left 4 Dead 2. I would play more of it. Hopefully I would be in a better mood next time so I don't just sit there whining and crying about every failure. Because it was fun. I'm letting this lizard go. I need money. I need money. I don't need lizards. I need fish. I need fish for my wallet. And it's gonna take a lot of these like wee stupid little fish to get that. Just watched the new Pee Wee Herman documentary. Super good. I didn't know there was one. The Pee Wee Herman is pretty interesting. Paul Rubens. Like a lot of people my age, I enjoyed Pee Wee's Playhouse when it was on TV. That's probably my first never heard of this game before. Classic fishing game. So this one was never released in the US, but some of the later ones in the series have come out in the States on a couple different systems. And when they put them out, the English title is Legend of the River King. And so there's a couple of them. They're on the Famicom, Super Famicom, I think Game Boy. I think there's a PlayStation one. In the 60s. I don't even know what you would be playing this on in the 60s. You'd have to get your upgrade your Pong to play fish. Or it would just be one of those magnetic fishing toys. That was for Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman in the 60s. It's like bass fishing, you need to play that. Yeah, the Sega fishing games were solid. I like this game because it's more than just fishing, but not a whole lot more. I don't dislike the straight fishing games, but it's like a lot of stuff. I would put that in line with like sports games that I like. If there's not combat or some sort of elaborate story with it, I'll lose interest quickly. What is Pee Wee Herman in the 60s? You say Pee Wee's Playhouse came out in the 60s? I think you're mistaken. Damn it, snake! Oh my god, the snake is unevadable. The snake is just camping out here. At least I can't die more than I already have died. But at this point, with like 1 hit point, any fight will be my last. But if I don't make it up the river, I'm never going to catch that last fish. $70. Yes, that's good enough. That's good enough for me to stay at the inn twice. Nothing. There's my red bug. Perfect. Didn't know Paul Rubens was gay. I didn't know that either. It wasn't anything I ever really wondered about, though. But I mostly just know him from the Pee Wee's Playhouse, and then the big scandal that he had that kind of tanked that. Or I think it came after that, after the show was kind of done for. Go. Calling you old. You have to say that. Everybody knows I'm old. Bass is amazing. He's a fish, instrument, and a robot master. So the same thing about dying in Left 4 Dead 2. What? That I can't die again? I don't know what you mean. Oh, I almost had a good hit there. Missed my shot to karate chop him in the neck. These goats got so much power. It's hard to find a good spot to hit them. This is a really rough spot in the game where I feel like more so than the previous sections of the game, I'm really like trapped around this town by the viciousness of these animals. Jeez. All right. Back to fishing. No, they've made their message clear. I cannot travel further. I'm going to die. I'm just trapped here. That's fine. I'll build up enough of a war chest that I can survive a few deaths. Or die trying. If the fish breaks the line at this, I'll take a single point of damage and I'll die from fishing. Come on! Around the enemy us Blue Ranger was bully on set for being gay. Yeah. This is very sad. It's sad to hear that because, like, watching the show, it seems like they got along better. And then you read about the behind-the-scenes stuff, and it's like, actually, that sounds like it sucked. That sounded like a terrible place to work. Which, unfortunately, is like a lot of stuff is like that. Or if you look into the behind the scenes, like, actually, we hated each other. Or at best, we didn't like each other. We never talked outside of the show. I think, like, Mythbusters was like that. We're like, yeah, it's not like we were friends or anything. We just worked together. Yeah. That's my fish. I hooked my hand accidentally and caught no fish. Ooh, that sucks. I've never gotten hooked like that, but I've seen it happen. But I can imagine how painful that would be. I've talked before about, like, going fishing with my dad and my brother and how resistant they were to anyone telling us where the fish were biting. They were so sure they could find a better spot to fish. And so our yields were very low. And what got me was, if we stopped somewhere and we're all casting off, if I was the only one catching fish, we had to leave. But if either of them were catching fish and I wasn't, like, if one of those two were the only one catching fish, then we had to stay. It's like, why do we only move when I'm catching fish? It's like, well, because it's not fun for us if we can't catch anything. Like, right. But then you move, and now I'm not catching anything. And? Oh, okay. Yeah, they're just, they're just kind of like that. By reference, expensive pole and threw half of it in the water. Yeah, I would be upset at that too. I'm probably not too upset. I mean, it's only things. Stuff happens. Yeah, they were they were solely concerned with whether or not they caught fish. Like either of them caught fish. Beyond anything else. Mainly my brother. That was like the big concern. I don't know why. I mean, it's nice to catch. It's better to catch a fish than to not catch any fish, but it was a little one-sided. That's why I don't go with them anymore, among other reasons. Like I had at least one opportunity to go when we were all able, where I was just like, nah, I'm good this year. I don't feel like having to wake you guys up around noon every morning because you refuse to get up. Go out on the lake for like an hour. Not my idea of great times. At least I caught some good stuff off the dock while waiting 4 hours for them to get up. Your fish are manly points. Something like that. I'm surprised the snake didn't show up to murder me again. Gotta sell these fish. I'm not until I've got a good amount more money, because that's now I can stay at the inn 3 times, almost 4 times. The ramen is so expensive. It's $50 for the ramen. That's just too much. It's just too much. I'm gonna read that for him. Good fishing experience. Yeah, I mean I enjoy it. They made it a lot more stressful than it needed to be. Like I was okay just like hanging out. I was a little I was frustrated that they would not believe fish were biting unless they caught something, as though the fish I caught just didn't exist. But I was fine if we moved somewhere else in the lake and it wasn't biting for anymore. I could live with that because it was nice just being able to relax, but they wanted to move constantly. They never wanted to just sit somewhere. I was like, we're just out here to relax. And then they get tired and want to go back. It's like, oh my gosh, you guys. Like to like 9,000 feet up the mountain. It sucked. Yeah, I mean, we drove to a place. It was a long drive. It destroyed my back because we didn't stop like the first year we went. And I hurt my back from sitting too much, which was horrible. It's the equivalent of cozy gaming. Yeah, it's not about catching the fish. Like, generally, it's just about like being out somewhere away from all the electronics and noise, being somewhere just quiet and peaceful, just floating along on the water, hanging out on the riverbank. But I think solo fish experience is going to be awesome. Let's see if I ever get to go again. Oh, I have to sleep at the inn, otherwise they're not gonna bite there. Because they're not biting anymore. That makes sense. It makes sense. Watch me get murdered by a snake immediately. $30? I'll take it. With no Marlin rockets. Yeah, I've heard there's some areas within like an hour to 2 hour drive of here that are okay for fishing. But I can never find the time. It's difficult to find time to get away from the area because I have to watch out for other people in the family. It's a goat. Can I defeat this goat before he defeats me? $25 damage to the goat. $27 damage to the goat. 30 damage to the goat. 32 damage to the goat. $36 damage to the goat. The goat's got more than 36 hit points. At least I can just fish up there again. That's oh, it's so aggravating. I feel trapped here now. Did you fish Red Dead Redemption 2? Never really tried. I never played Red Dead Redemption 2. I never picked it up. I enjoyed the first one a lot, but I wasn't super excited about the second one because, you know, it's not old enough. I need older games. I need games covered in dust. Most powerful from the enemy to goat. We got the goat. We got the eagle. We got the snake. The eel is pretty close, but I can defeat the eel. I don't know if I've ever beaten a snake yet. They really tear me to pieces, but the goat has more than 35 hit points. And the way the combat works is there's just a crosshair that randomly moves across. And there's certain spots on different enemies that are like their weak spot, but you have no control over where it goes. You just have to wait for it to go where you want it to and then hit the attack button. And the longer you wait, the faster it goes until eventually it just decides you missed if you don't hit anything. So combat can be tricky like that because, you know, I went from doing like 17 points of damage to like 2. But it just it does so much damage, has so many hit points. But you go up like a level or two and suddenly they do a lot less damage. And you do a lot more damage to them. So it can shift pretty quickly. It's just difficult if you have to grind in an area where they show up because they just kill you everywhere. I've never beaten a snake. No, the snakes are tough. The snakes are the same thing. They have over 30 hit points. It's hard to find a spot that does real damage to them. And they do mountains of damage, and I can't run away from them either. How goes the fishing? I'm kind of trapped in a loop here where I'll fish for a while and do all right, and then I walk out of the house and get jumped by a goat or a fish, or a goat or not a fish, a snake, and they just annihilate me. So I'm like way back down to 1 hit point. I have enough money to stay at the inn again, but I'm gonna wait. Just trying to build up funds. I have to level up enough to make it to survive to the end of the river. And I can't just survive because whatever comes in the next section is going to be even more powerful. So I don't want to be in a situation where I'm trying to press forward too far and find myself in like a 2-shot zone where like I get jumped by, I don't know, like a cougar or a bear or something and just murders me immediately. So I need to level up a few more times here. But I also need to build up my money. I did get enough money to buy the fireworks for $350, which is why I'm so broke right now. I don't know what I'll need those for. I hope I will know it when I see it. My fam went fishing and a big bull appeared. We had to run away from it. Yeah, bulls are nothing to mess with. Like bulls out in the wild. They do some serious damage. A pacifist without the potential to be violent is just prey. Very much, very much. However, you know, we're armed with only our fishing rod and our bare hands, so it's not surprising that some vicious serpent rolls out and just shreds us. We don't know what kind of snake it is. That thing could be like, it could be venomous. It could be like a big constrictor that's just squeezing the life out of us. Or it could just be like a stupid non-venomous snake that's just like, ow, I don't like it. I don't know. Fishing rod can defeat Ganondorf. The snake is stronger than Twilight Princess Ganondorf. We're not in the same world. You can't really draw that comparison. Plus, there ain't no ordinary fishing rod. It's probably made out of like, I don't know, ground up fairy bones or something. Humans realizing they are the prey. I don't know where we fall into any of that now. I don't know if it's safe to say human is like an apex predator, because we're not really out there like hunting stuff. We just domesticated everything and then we eat that. But there's nothing really that like, I don't believe there's anything that actually hunts people, because the only time animals are like actively murdering people, right, is if we've disrupted things so much that like there's a phenomenon in nature, like animals generally won't hunt humans until they've like been pushed to a brink and like in the process of defending their territory kill a human and then eat it. And then once they do, a lot of times they don't go back. Then they become man killers. John with a fishing rod is infinitely more dangerous than a toddler with a fishing rod. Oh yeah, I mean this guy's just a kid. We're just a kid out here trying to fish. Again, also, we don't know what snake this is. I'm assuming the snake's poisonous. A natural enemy, they still exist. Forget the name. Dog that specializes in eating human. But still, there was like a type of like super bear that existed on the Bering Strait, the ice bridge that formed across Alaska to would that be Asia, Russia, whatever, that prevented man's migration across it for a long time, because there was just like we were being feasted upon by giant bears. Messing with the polar bear, know how well armed I am. I wouldn't want to mess with them. I mean, even if you could take them out, like, it's super illegal because they're endangered. Russia is in Asia, yes. But when you say, like, you know, Asia encapsulates a lot of different stuff. I was trying to get more specific. I guess I'm going that route, you know, North America and Asia, but like there's a more specific area. I mean, this listing is just what animals will eat humans. They will, but they don't generally like, they don't come for us. Lions, tigers, cats. Like, how big cats will. Jackals will, yeah. Hyenas will, yeah. See, like most animals are like wary of humans, and like they will eat you, but they don't like specifically hunt for humans. What is going on here? Wait, it's just flipped out on me. 100 men will defeat one gorilla easily. Give one man enough prep time, he'll easily beat 100 gorillas too. There's back to my shift later. All right, thanks for stopping by, Joshua. Good to see you. Hope the rest of your day goes smoothly. I'll catch you in the next one. What's up, Crooked Gamer? How's it going? The 100 men versus one gorilla, like, depends on so much circumstance. 100 of me couldn't beat a single gorilla, right? So, like, which men? What kind of men? What do they have? What do they have access to? What are they wearing? What environment they're in? Like, it depends on a lot of stuff. It doesn't depend on anything. You're saying 100, like, naked 100-pound weaklings could fight and defeat one gorilla. I don't buy that. I think it depends on a lot of stuff. I don't think you could just say like 100 of the weakest people could do it. Girls can't go for more than 2-3 minutes. They can't regulate temperature either for 2-3 minutes. It would have heart attack. Of what? Like punching? It wouldn't have to do that much. Plus, this is the same situation as like if someone has like a gun with 10 bullets and they're holding it on 15 people. It can't realistically shoot all 15 people, but they still won't rush him because no one wants to be the one that gets hit. And the same thing, like, those people aren't all going to want to have to go at that gorilla. All that gorilla only has to do is injure one person for everyone else to, like, flip out, unless they got tools. If they got tools, then yeah. Bullet pen is very much a real thing, but it depends on lining things up. Like, they would all have to line up there. They'd have to be behind each other, not like circle around the person. There's way more scenarios where the 15 of them, at least one person could reach. Certainly more than one person could reach. The idea of like them all just standing in a line like dominoes waiting to get shot through. This is what I'm saying. These scenarios all rely on like a very specific set of circumstances. And the way all of this stuff works is you decide who's going to win, and then you write the scenario that supports that. The same way when people write a comic book where Batman fights Superman, they decide first who wins, and then they write the entire scenario around supporting that. So every time these discussions come up, there's almost never like actual thought in it. It's, I decide this side should win. Here's my evidence that supports it. Doesn't mean that evidence is wrong or inaccurate, but it only works if you ignore a whole bunch of other stuff. Like there's a specific scenario where things play out that way. There's another scenario where it plays out differently. The only way you can firmly decide that like this group will always win this battle, right, in every scenario, is if you ignore all this other stuff. If you set it up so that the thing will win one side or the other will win in the first place. That's like, it doesn't have to last 5 minutes. It only has to last long enough. No, it doesn't need that. You're assuming these humans are all fearless. You're assuming these humans have no survival instinct. You're assuming these humans are all going to battle relentlessly. That's a very specific human being you're putting in that scenario. That's what I'm talking about. Put 100 average Joes off the street. They're not going to want to fight the gorilla. They're going to see one person get wrecked and they're not going to want to deal with anything else. And while they sit there and think about it or argue about what they're going to do, the gorilla's going to have time to chill out. You're assuming that gorilla's going to hit one guy and chill for 2 minutes in between. No, but the gorilla is not going to fight until it just falls over dead. That's kind of stupid, because if that was the case, gorillas would already be completely extinct, because by this point in history, they would have run across something that would make them move more than that. Nah, this is as absolutely asinine a discussion as that last time it got brought up against who would win in a fight against Leon or a fist puncher, Chris Redfield in Resident Evil. And it's like, it depends entirely on who writes it. All of them? Are all gorillas dead, per Henmo? Are all gorillas dead? Are all gorillas dead? No! Therefore, the idea that every gorilla in that situation would immediately just die because of heat stroke. We keep them out. They live in the wild! Oh, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I'll be right back. Rage quit and take my break. It's my usual break time. Like, I don't need to Google anything about gorillas. Your scenario ignores like everything. You haven't defined anything about this whatsoever. Where are they? Where are they in the world? What's the physical situation? Who are the people? How much time do they have? How much space do they have to work with? Right, there's so many variants there. The gorilla's biology. Yeah, that's a strong one. Plenty of ways around that. I feel like this is like the those lions are gonna learn how to go out to sea to kill that tuna. That's what this reminds me of. Oh, just eat chicken fries. Delicious chicken. What kind of chicken? What kind of chicken? Don't have to dock yourself by telling me a specific restaurant, but like just like a rotisserie chicken, like a chicken sandwich. Whet my appetite here. I haven't eaten yet. Oh, this fishing's making me hungry. Fried chicken. I do love some fried chicken. Yeah, 1 HP, I can't afford to go any further than this. This is the worst fishing hole right here, because all I'm catching are like these piddly little things. Put up more fight than they're worth. Well, that's fine. That's why we grind. My best hope here is I can come across some lizards here for some relatively low risk HP. Although, again, at 1 HP, like, a fish breaking the line could kill me, so it's not 100% riskless. I don't know if crows are in this area. I'm pretty sure I encountered one crow or raven, since the game makes no distinction, which is a problem for me. But the only reason you have like the tiny fish like this is to defend against that, which I guess it will matter when I need to go back, because I'll surely battle ravens then. Oh, that would be a nightmare. I just realized that. I don't know if I catch the River King, is it just a fish in my bin that a raven could steal? What happens if I catch the River King and then I have to walk all the way back to my hometown through Raven Turf, and then a raven steal the River King? That's gonna suck. I can't have that. And I can't say this game wouldn't do that. This game wouldn't care. This game would be like, too bad. Go back and catch that fish again, loser. We already caught the river god, like 20 of them. Which was not good enough, I guess. To do. Unless they're still biting. I think the best I could hope for out of these things is like $70 at a time. Which is better. It's not that bad. $70 at least gets me like 2 stays at the inn. 2 1/3 stays. So every 3 runs of catching these fish is 1 more stay. However, in order to complete another run, I do have to go sleep in the inn again. But that still puts me out ahead. If I get $70, $80 this time, And it costs $30 to stay at the inn. Right. I'm still coming out ahead. But what's rough is I spend this $30, recover my HP, replenish the fishing spot. I can go back there and fish and then immediately get jumped by a snake and die. So at least, like, there's 2 reasons I need to stay at the inn. God, I knew it! I can't find the snake's weak spot either, unless that's, like, as good as I'm gonna get. Seven, 8 damage. That's 15 damage so far. Nope. Shoot. And then I make a mistake. That's gonna cost me 20 damage. $24 damage. $28 damage. $31 damage. $34 damage. Jeez. 36 damage. Oh, I can't believe I'm still alive. This thing's got like 40 hit points. Back from cards, won my match. Nice. I'm just getting murdered by snakes. Back to the lake. Who's dragging me back to town? At this point, I've likely lost a limb or 2 from the snake venom. I'm gonna be crippled for life. Who's gonna go catch the River King to cure my snake wounds? Why doesn't my sister just, like, stay at the inn for a night to recover her hit points? Why does she need this magic fish to do it? With Bismarck. Ooh, gonna be the new St. Patrick and purge all the snakes. If I get another couple levels in, I could probably take him. I'm guessing like 2 or 3 more levels before I can successfully fend off the snakes. The problem is, if I don't fight anything but snakes, I'm never gonna get the XP. Because the only XP you get from fishing is when you catch like the lizard or the frog. These fish don't provide any experience. It's purely a financial scheme. Oh, if I can pull this off, if it doesn't kill me. It's 20 XP right here. I got a bad feeling about this. Come on, lizard. Come on, Gris Lizard. Come on! That'll do it. Couple more of those, maybe I'll be able to survive a snake fight. I don't know how many though. I don't know what the XP levels are. I haven't been able to find like a listing for that. This many XP per level kind of thing. But so far, like every animal that has been in trouble, I go up a couple levels and then like they're much more trivial. That's the only hope I have when I have to roll back, is that all the animals that gave me trouble, the closer I get to village, the closer I get to home, the easier the fights will get. We just gotta keep catching. We just gotta keep these fish coming. I think my max HP is at 29 now. Might be 28. Gotcha. But I don't know what the breakdown is. Like how the level and damage scaling everything works. I was thinking in my head that it might have to be relative HP, but I may be overthinking it. But if that is the case, man, that's gonna be I only get 1 additional HP per level. So these things that have like 40 hit points, like that's a lot. That's a lot I'll have to level up in order to be able to contend with them. I don't think that's the case. I hope that's not the case. But a lot of RPGs reach that point, especially the older ones, where like there's just this sudden like sheer wall that you have to grind to get over. Where suddenly the enemies go from being like within striking distance of you level wise to like being way ahead. Where just like casually fighting through is not going to be enough to get it, and suddenly you've got to like fight for your life. All right. Sell some more fish. I don't think I've got... I think bait-wise, I'm fine. Still haven't had to use the earthworm. $60? The sea giveth and the sea taketh away. Last time I got 80. Every other time I got 70. It's fine. It's still more than 30. We're still coming out ahead. Should talk to this goober. Gotta love those old NES passwords, right? Like the Metroid style passwords when the battery backed saves was like too much for them to budget in. Like, here's the password. Like, oh, this password system sucks. This password system's terrible. Let's see if we can progress a little bit further. Eels weren't too bad. It's 20 points on the eel. 23. Hey, we leveled up. Now we're at 29. I do have some food. Oh my god, it's a snake. Here we go again. Yeah, one level wasn't enough. One wasn't enough. This snake's gonna kill me. It's not even worth like eating the ramen noodles, because it's cheaper for me to just stay at the inn. Oh, man. The snakes are so brutal. Yeah, I'll tell you, like, the snake zone is a nightmare. Because this is $30. It does hinder my progress, but, like, if I can't survive the fight, I'm saving that ramen for when, like, I just get whittled down by stuff. Oh my gosh. Navigating these trees sucks. But, like, if one animal takes me down to, like, 1 hit point, it's cheaper just to go back and stay at the inn. Oh, snake again. Can I escape the snake? No. Just kind of waste a turn trying to run away from the snake. Doesn't have any great weak points. Overall, it's starting to do slightly less damage per attack, but it's just not enough. It's not low enough. I need to see like at least double digits in damage to be able to feel like I can defeat this thing. Yep. I can't make it further up. I have to go to the end of the river to catch the last fish for this guy. All right, that's it. Back to fishing. This is my life now. This is my life. I gotta fish a little bit here just to keep my cash flow high enough. And I also don't know if the firework is like the last thing I'm gonna have to buy. It probably isn't. Every time I've come to a place, like there's a thing I have to buy that's more expensive than it was last time. Come on! Just gonna want to get stuck here, trapped in the snake prison. At least it's fine if I catch, like, get a couple of... Although, I guess that's why, like, I got less money. I thought I got more money than one time. Because I think the lizards count against the total number of fish I can catch in the spot before the spot dries up. Which means less money overall. But I can deal with it. As long as I get $30, as long as I make at least $30 off the fish, I'll happily get some lizards in here. For some low risk HP gain, XP gain. Come on! Those weird little guppies. I have noticed that, like, from my experience fishing, that the fish that put up like the most fight always seem to be like the smallest fish. All the larger fish that I've caught were like didn't feel like anything, which is so weird. It's so backwards, right? It seems like the bigger fish would be able to put up much more of a fight. But until they get past like a certain class, like having more size just hurts them. Come on. I like the lizard's movement. Like, the fish seem like they're swimming. This lizard just seems like it's flailing in the water. Get in my boat. See, that's fine. That's fine. I would like to get out of this area tonight, but I'm satisfied if the only thing I accomplish this week is getting the fireworks so that I'm ready for next time. If it is just the grind situation, it is what it is. Send more lizards. Delicious lizards. Why can't I eat the lizards, though, is my question. Or am I eating them? Is that why I'm in such poor health? Because I'm just eating a bunch of raw dead animals. And it's dead. Buy my fish. What's gonna be this time? $50. Yeah, that's the lizard tax. I didn't talk to this guy again after I got the tub. Check this tub. I believe I already got a tub. Is that all you're going to say now? I'm looking for a stickleback. I wonder what he'll give me for the stickleback. If I get that stickleback form and it gives me absolutely nothing, I'm going to be... Well, I'm not going to be anything. Just going to skip town. I'm like, all right. Thanks for nothing, dude. Might as well, while we're here, fish this spot out before we move up the river. I would like to at least make it to the next fishing spot alive in order to try catching something else. I didn't have this much trouble last time. I don't know why the RNG is putting so many snakes and goats on my path now. Like, how did I make it to the golden carp pond before without dying? And now I can barely leave town before a snake comes up and destroys me. Maybe it's because I have the tub. Like, it set a flag there. Well, you got the tub now? Time for the higher class of enemies. What the hell? Come on, fish. They can smell the fish on us. I don't even have the fish. It's just that, well, I guess the tub would smell like fish if he's using... like a live carp to stamp them. That would make sense. Got that fish smell all over this tub. Come on. Quit fighting. Quit fighting me. Delicious fish. Oh, lizard. Come on, lizard. Come on, lizard. Come on. It's time to go home. It's time to return to your home in hell. Oh my god! It was 0.1 away. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. There goes my hook. There goes my red bug. Damn you, lizard. I just couldn't seal the deal. Oh, you back for more? Is this what's gonna happen now? Am I gonna get stuck fighting lizards who, like, eat all my fishing hooks and kill me one point at a time? Come on. Come on. Oh, you almost did it again. Hey, we leveled by that too. That's worth it. That's worth it. Come out. Come on, delicious fish. Come on, fish. Oh, time to move on. God damn it. At least it's not a snake. Yeah, that's not a good hit. There we go. That's the money. Boop, boop. Please, please let me make it to the next spot. All right, what are they like here? Red bugs and bugs. All right, what's a red bug get us? Just keep right on fishing. These same losers. I need to change my bait to the bug, which I believe will get us the pale chub. There we go. Sorry, the dark chub. Come on, chub. Come on. Get in my bin. .15 centimeters, much better. Oh, I got in the bin right now. 9. Bin cap 20. Ooh. Yeah, I can hold a decent amount of fish. I haven't felt the need to buy the larger bins as I've gone on. I bought the first one, but usually wherever I'm fishing dries up well before I hit that. I just need to make sure I have enough spots open when I go for the stickleback. Because I don't want to get all the way to the end of the river and then be like, oh, your bin is full. There's no room for the stickleback. Come on. Gotcha. Delicious. Catch all of these dark chubs here. Come on. The other thing I did on Friday night, aside from playing and losing the Western game, was we watched the Legend of Buggy Creek 2. Oh, it was so ridiculous. It's a movie about, like, supposedly about Bigfoot, like, down south. But Bigfoot is like a vicious killer that terrorizes this town. And like these two college kids from Chicago go to research it. And like the townsfolk don't want to talk about it. They're all terrified of it. And then they go out in the woods. And like one of the guys looks like he's in his 40s, but he's supposed to be a college student. Later on reveals that he was in Vietnam, but it only comes up for him to say he doesn't want to be in the woods, potentially risking his life against the Bigfoot, because he knows how dangerous the wilderness can be because of Vietnam. Doesn't bring it up at all again. Ultimately gets accidentally stabbed in the chest by his buddy while they are trying to survive a Bigfoot attack. And this thing, like, one guy hides in the van and the thing like rolls the van down the hill, and then it catches on fire and explodes. It sneaks up behind the other guy and beats him over the head before he gets accidentally stabbed by his buddy. I swear it gets shot multiple times. It just keeps on going. It looks more like an ape man. It's such a ridiculous movie. I highly recommend it. It's just so funny when like there's Bigfoot stories that it's not like this reclusive creature in the woods, but instead a vicious killer that cannot be stopped. Like it's some sort of primate Terminator. At one point, like, it kills these dogs on this dude's farm, and it shows him, like, just wailing on these dogs and then just hurling them into the distance, just yeeting these dogs into outer space. And it's supposed to be like, see how terrifying this creature is, but it just looks hilarious. Again, the other Sasquatch movie, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yeti, whatever you call them, like the serial killer bear movie. Oh yeah, yeah, that's like loosely based on a true story that happened in Japan. I don't know if it's just coincidental or not. I think that is Grizzly from 1976. A wild rampage of an 8-foot tall man-eating grizzly bear terrorized a national forest, having developed a taste for human flesh. I'm fairly certain. I mean, it was made like in a response to Jaws. And there's a sequel. I don't know, is it the first one or the second one where they blow it up with a rocket launcher? Yeah, it's a bazooka. They killed the grizzly with a bazooka. The newer one. You're not talking about like the cocaine bear, are you? Did y'all see Cocaine Bear? If you didn't see Cocaine Bear, you should see Cocaine Bear. It's good. It's good. There's a new one. There's a new one also called Grizzly, is there not? Why is there not? Into the Grizzly Maze. Is that what they had to call it? I don't know what that's called. It could be this. Originally titled Red Machine, then changed to Endangered and later to Grizzly. That's from 2015. don't know if there's another one than that. But there was a in Japan, right, in the 1910s, this was 1915, the Senkebetsu brown bear incident, also known as the Roku Sensawa bear attack, or the Tomamai brown bear incident, a series of bear attacks which took place 9-15 December 9th through the December 15th in December of 1915. Over the course of 6 snowy days, a male brown bear attacked a number of households, killing 7 people and injuring a further 3. Incident has been referred to as the worst animal attack in Japanese history. The attacks ended when the hungry bear, so smart it started to trick people, was shot dead. Yeah, I'm gonna post this link. You should read about it. There was a podcast. What is the name of the podcast? I don't look at what the Hikikomori podcast, I think. Yeah, Hikikomori. I'm gonna pronounce that slower so I don't keep kludging it up. Podcast had an episode about it. But it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. This bear terrorized them, and like it got very, very crafty on how it hunted people and like tricked them out, and managed to evade them. But I always think about that when I think about that in the first Grizzly movie, just because they have to fight it with the bazooka. There's also I think it's the Prophecy, not the one involving like demons and stuff, that has like this weird mutant bear. This fish is gonna really try and get away. No, you can't get away. I won't let you. You are destined for the bin, fish. Surrender. Should have sent 100 people at him. They sent quite a few people at him. Quite a few hunters. This was 1915, so like their resources compared to today were quite limited. Ah, stole my bug. Gotta get that chub. Hey, what's up, Silas? How you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. I remember if I saw you earlier. If I did, it was hours ago, so I've probably forgotten. Grizzly Park is a title. And the spot's dead. All right, we're keeping moving. What's my bin looking like? I got 15. I'm not stopping there. I have to get to the end here to try and get the stickle back. Oh God, it's the eagle! I was asleep. Didn't get to sleep earlier this morning. Oh no! Eagle is gone. Okay, no eagle fights. Hope you're well. I'm doing fine here. If I can evade this eagle, because it will surely kill me. It's getting dangerous. I have to make it to the end. Oh my God, it's a snake. Can I evade the snake? I haven't been able to escape a snake yet. Nope. The snake is gonna end it. I have not yet been able to kill these snakes. They always kill me first. I can't find a good spot to hit these snakes either. I'm gonna blow it. I'm gonna risk it because I'm so close to the end of this and I'm tired of getting stuck here. Oh, that was a nice 16 damage on his head there. I might make it. Die already, snake. Die already. Oh my god. Snakes are stupid and I hate them. All right. Hopefully the stickleback likes the bug. All right. The hell is this thing? Please be a stickleback. Lobster. What? What? On what planet is this a lobster? Where are the claws? I can kind of see the tail, but like, what is this sausage shaped lobster? The claws are with Santa. That's terrible. It looks like a catfish. I thought it was some kind of catfish too. It's like, surely this is some sort of catfish. All right, I'll risk the bug. We'll throw an E-worm on the line, right? Actually, I don't know if this is the end. This might not be the end yet. Oh, he's a big boy. He's moving slow. God. Funa. Okay, that's just a Funa. This ain't even the right. This ain't even the right place. That cost me an earthworm and a hook. There's a guy that I can talk to. How much further does this riverway go down? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I thought that was the end. I just wanted it to be the end. Rice fish. Barboach. Yeah, yeah. They did look like the barboach. All right. I need to save room for the stickleback. Before a heavy rainfall, fishing spots were drained out. Cool story, bro. I don't know where the end is here. I have to find a stickleback. Unfortunately, I just keep stopping at these random holes that probably are not the end. Japan perch! I got 2 more spaces here. This is a goat! Can I run away from this goat? No, it chased me. No, I'm dead. Goat has one. Okay, well, at least I know none of those spots are it. Let's see how much money I make for all of this. Would you accept any of these other fish? No, you son. 4 bug found. Red bug found. All right. What do I get for this fish here? $240. Yes. Nice. All right. After all of that fighting, I'm finally back to where I was when I bought the firework. I'm about to be broker again because I'm going to go buy more ramen. 360. I'll still have $300. I still have enough money for 10 stays at this inn. What's the highest level you can get? I don't know. I don't know how high you can go. Do you mean like the character level? Because I don't have a numerical level. So I don't know where it goes, you know, when that caps out. All right, I got 1 food. It's expensive. It's probably not for a while. I'm sure I've got more to go. In theory, like 9999 experience. But it could go higher than that. But I was not able to find like a tremendous ferret. A tremendous amount of information on as far as that goes, as far as like the actual inner workings of the game. Why can't all my fights be against ferrets? They're easy. They're easy to battle. Nope. That was a mistake. Pass all of the stuff by. Damn you, snake! I don't know why I bother. I've never been able to run away from them. I'm not at a level where I can fight them effectively, I don't think. They just have too much HP. I'm not doing enough damage. They continue to frustrate and harass me. These are all little attacks. Right in the face. Not good enough. Dang it. Thought they might hit the tongue. Right on the top of the head. No. They did a lot of damage once. Yeah, the problem is all of my attacks are too piddly. I need at least like one big hit. Why is it always the snake? There's more to this world than snakes. Even a goat. Like a goat is generally survivable, depending on what else I've fought. I'll just keep running into the snake over and over and over again. The eels are okay. They don't do a ton of damage generally. And if I get a good hit like that, they're 2 hits and then they're toast. But I'm not interested in stopping to fish anywhere except for the end. That's all I want right now, is to get to the end, find the end of the river here. such a crazy battle to get there. Die heal. Boop, boop. But I didn't make it last time. Like, I at least want to see it. I at least want to see it once before the night is out. Ferret. A ferret's fine. Hooah! Just a stiff blow to the solar plexus. What, you want some more? You want a little bit more of this ferret? See, this ferret at least looks sinister, which is funny because it's pretty weak. Hey, we leveled up. One step closer to being able to go toe to toe with those snakes without just completely dying. I haven't fought an eagle. The fact that I can escape them makes me feel like they're not that tough, but we'll see. Oh no, that's a lot. Also, like, just like the other birds, hitting their wings is useless. How about right in the throat? Oh, that didn't do anything. Yep. I should have just ran. But I didn't remember if I had fought an eagle or not. I at least wanted to, like, figure out how tough they are. Turns out they're tough. Turns out they got a lot of muscle. And it didn't present me any good hits. It was like skirting around the outside edge of the eagle. My bitrate dipping down a little bit here. No, my bitrate's more than that, YouTube. So go home, YouTube, you're drunk. Eel! Doop, 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 doop. Oh, that first hit had been better. I would have finished this by now. Boop, boop. YouTube had one too many. I still complain about it. So I hate when I look at OBS and OBS is like, all good. You look at YouTube, nah, there's a problem. Ultimately, I look at OBS and OBS is like, you got real problems here. And I look at YouTube and YouTube says, all good. Who's lying? Who's lying to me? No! When will I surpass the serpent? When will I best them? They still do so much damage. I've gone up like 3 levels in this stream, and the snake is still just a horrendous fight. No section on here is like fightable. God, I'm gonna go broke again. Just trying to get out of here. And I don't want to just fish, although it'll come back to that. I can fish as well, but I don't want to fish out front here. It's just so tedious to fish right there. But I'm just like, Live or die, I just want to see where the end is. I just want to see where it is that I'm going. Ooh. Take some of that ferret. And I'm fine with like eels and ferrets and stuff. It's just when the snake shows up, it's just the end. I mean, eels are kind of tough too. Just in that, like they can still potentially do a solid amount of damage. Get him! Oh, shoot. I remember the raccoons in the last section were like really brutal. And that was like the last one where it was like, I have to escape these raccoons. They're killing me every time. Which is why it was crazy coming here and like encountering stuff that like was slightly less tough until the snake showed up. Right after I said eels aren't too bad, like, now I'm getting an eel fight where I can't get a single good hit in, and they're killing me. Come on. Oh, what is this? It's like every hit on that was like... Whatever, just kill me. Like, every hit it lands on is like a subpar hit. Is it because my HP was low? Why was I not getting any good hits? Let's get real inconsistent here. It's another $30. We're down below 200 now. I just refuse to stand there. I refuse to engage in this. I have to risk my life for whatever scraps of XP that I have, whatever scraps of XP I can get in this fight against mostly ferrets, some eels, to try and grind the levels up high enough to be able to survive these things a little bit better. There we go. Because even the weak stuff, like, it adds up. You know, you get more experience if I survive a snake fight, but it also has a much higher resource cost. Oh my god. They're also just impossible to escape. It's just so, it just feels so pointless to fight them. I can't escape them. I don't just want to stand here and die, but like, they take so much damage to fight, and they do so much damage. I hate it so much. Every time they show up, it's like, just one-shot me and be done with it. It's just wasting my time here. It's just dragging out the inevitable. What did I get that time? 12 experience before I died? Gah. I thought I had maybe escaped the loop, but the only thing I did was buy myself more instays. I don't think any other section that I've been in has been as insane as this. Although I guess it is just ramping up as I go along. Die. But I feel like we were a lot less likely to encounter the murder animals previously. Like the encounter rate for like the super killers is much higher now. The risks have never been greater here in Kawa no Nushi Tsuri. Jeez. Still haven't found. There's a spot on its head. It's a very small spot that I can hit sometimes that will do, has potential to do double digits. That's not it. It's like right on, like its nose. But it so rarely shows up there that it's like nonsense to kind of try and wait for it. Because if I wait too long, it just misses automatically. Come on. Yep. It's just dragging it out now. The snake is just toying with me. The worst of it is, like, normally in this situation, like, you would find an area where, like, only weaker enemies spawn, and you would just wander around back and forth there. The problem is the snake shows up everywhere. I've been killed by the snake taking one step out of this village. And so there's not even like, oh, I'll just like not go that way. I mean, I can go back to the previous place and grind there. At least listen to this insane theme here. Why did that music have to go so crazy? How do I get to that whirlpool? That's where I want to be. Nowadays, nobody sees the master. It's a fly squirrel! Pretty fly for a squirrel guy. These fly squirrels were surprisingly tough. I'm not waiting long enough, but like, it's not giving me good spots. It's just like floating like off the squirrel, and then like, what about the hand? Hey, we went up a level. It's like a Ghosts and Goblins theme. A little bit, a little bit. Oh. Oh. Just look at those locations. They were all like off the side, or like its little hands. Get in the middle there. That's where the good meat is. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot that you can't hit that eye. It shows up there. Oh my god. But if you strike there, it will always miss. It's like bugged out. You can't hit one eye. The other eye can be hit. We might as well check the fishing here. Buffering again. Hanboroko. That's the thing, that's just a little one. Let's catch some fishing there. Oh no. Oh no, the connection's bottoming out. It's a fox. I'm gonna punch it. We may be approaching the end for today. A little bit sooner than usual if my connection decides it doesn't want to be stable. Oh my gosh. Alright, where's this gonna spit me out? Alright, this is fine. Again, I got the one fish to sell. $10 is fine. What is the in cost back here? My red bug back. $20. Okay, it's cheaper here. Not that that makes it better, but if I have to come back here and grind here, even though some of the stuff around here is worse. Also, these are slightly better priced. It doesn't heal as much, but I don't know. I guess I should just stick with that. I'd rather have stuff from the previous place. If I can't take this stuff out, then I should have moved past this anyway. That's one concern I had, that I'm having so much trouble with the snakes because I left this area too soon. It's a raven. I'll fight this raven. Can't steal anything from me, fool. Doop, 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 doop. Burp, burp. I gotta go all the way back, but that's fine. I don't mind being back here. Right in the spine. These things are about as tough as like the eels and things like that. So I feel like come on. Swatting around his butt. Give me something better. Give me a better target here. But I feel I had this fear that I should have gotten more experience in this area before moving on. Which is a thing that can happen in older RPGs, and then you can find yourself in a bad scenario where everything you're fighting is too tough. You can't gain more experience. So yeah, like how much damage that took. Both of these things. This thing will probably kill me. I ever noticed before. I'm wondering now if my HP being low affects the damage I'm doing. Because every hit's only doing like 3 now. Come on. Give me a good hit. 2. I feel like instead of getting more powerful with my level up, I've gotten weaker. No, okay, just kill me. Thanks, Raven. Yeah, I definitely need to stick around here, I think. So instead of moving forward, we made slight progress. And then I had to run away because we were hard locked by the snake. Good times, good times. Where's my money at? We're slowly running out of money. Come on, give me a good hit. There we go. There we go. Connection tanking out again. Man. It was going so smoothly lately. Alright, let me get back to the town or die and get stuck back in the other town. And then I'll probably wrap it up for tonight because I don't trust that my connection is going to stay more stable. Unfortunately. No. Why did I try to run? There's some of these things that just you cannot run from. Get him. Get out here, Raven. Those ravens do way too much damage and have too many hit points to only give 8 experience. Yeah, might as well. It's expensive. I don't know. I would rather be in the... I would rather be in the further town and take my chances there, I guess. What is up with these hits, man? It's giving me like 99% misses here. Badger, 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 badger. Get him right in the face. Jump stomping rounds. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem to me. Oh, these fly squirrels. Can I just run away from you? The fly squirrels irritate me because there's, I don't know if it's a bug or what, but one of the target zones is on its face and it's an auto miss. And if you look at like the spots it gives me, it's like the arms and legs. It does minimal damage. I rarely get like a central hit. And it does just enough damage to like wear me down here while having just enough hit points to take forever to die. Hey, we leveled up. Burp, burp. I'll fight you, fly squirrel. Don't make me regret this. Right in body midsection. That's a good one. That's not a great one. But that should be enough. Yep. Boop, boop. Oh my god. Fucking hell. I'm gonna die to this Raven. Oh, get me out of here. Oh, I forget what I have to do here. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I gotta look at something with the magnet. No, I gotta go all the way up there. Ah, forget you, fly squirrel. Oh, unbelievable. Oh, this was a mistake. Well, maybe not. If they're causing me this much trouble, I stand by that. If they're causing me this much trouble, then how did I get further ahead? Except making just a mad dash. I'm maddened by this because I feel like I'm doing less damage now than I did before. Have I been cursed? Is that what this is? Is that what this is? One more run, one more mad dash. Hopefully I don't get wrecked by foxes and fly squirrels and stupid ravens, which should go down a lot faster than this for 8 XP. They should not be doing this much damage. Let me through! Yeah, I don't know. I keep saying, like, maybe I left this scene too early. Maybe I should go stick around here for a while. But I cannot resist the siren song of progress. I must see further. I must end further than I was. Is there any animal tougher than the snake? Oh, I'm sure there is. I mean, that point of the game, I believe, is only about halfway through the game. So I still have quite a distance to go. So I'm sure there's tougher than that. But I have no idea. I don't know what other animals we're gonna face. Every animal is a surprise to me. I've never played through this before, so I'm sure there's worse than the snake. I mean, in typical RPG fashion, right? I'll reach a point where either by virtue of the fact that my HP is high enough that I can survive a lot more 8-point hits, or whatever other stats, invisible though they may be, have gone up and I'm no longer taking as much damage, or I do enough damage to clear it out quicker. That's the big problem, is that I'm not doing enough damage to it to kill it fast enough. So like this badger, for instance, I did 8, it did 1 point. That's 12 points. This badger only has 12 hit points, and it only did 1 point of damage to me. This fox has something like over 20 hit points, somewhere around there. 17. And it's doing like 4. And 4 doesn't seem like a lot, but like if I can't kill it fast enough, it adds up quick. So this fox has 24 hit points minimum. 27 hit points. So it's got somewhere around 30, 32 hit points. And it did a decent amount of damage. But eventually will do enough damage so that it's not such a big deal. Because this badger's at one point like took more than 2 hits to take down. And there's some variability there too, based on where I where I land the attack, but the game also has like some of the cruelest like RNG I've ever seen. Which surely there's some method of manipulating it so that you don't get flooded by snake encounters and so forth, but I don't know what it is. And I haven't seen enough on it. I found like one walkthrough on this game and it's lacking a bunch of vital information. All right, we're back. We're here. Aside from we've gone up several levels. We have the fireworks, which were $350. In all other regards, we're starting out with less money than we had when I started. Although we do have the tub, but I can't do anything with the tub just yet. So we've made progress. We got half of the fish this town wanted. Someone's never played gacha games. Yeah. No, I took one look at the gacha games and went, nah, man, I would either be really into it, be super addicted, and put myself in super bankruptcy. Not just the regular bankruptcy I'm already in, but super bankruptcy. I would dig my debt so deep I would have to live deep down in the Earth's mantle. It's very hot down there. I don't think I could survive it. Or I would just be enraged. I would either be like super addicted or like I'm not addicted, I can quit anytime I want and then come back every week, like go crazy on it and then quit for a while. I have what they call an addictive personality, so I try to put limits on that sort of stuff. Otherwise I'll be stuck. It's capitalism steroids. Why did I get rubbed into this? Yeah. It's too bad you can't pay the rent with JPEG waifus. Or husbandos, as the case may be. Or it may not even involve those. I'm sure it's more than JPEGs now. Well, I don't know. I don't know about any of the rest of those. I imagine some of them, like, are actual characters you can play in the game. Well, no, I mean, what am I saying? Like, the Fate stuff, that's like, you actually use them in the game, but most of the time you're just paying for, like, the card. does. That's how they get you. It's for my one and only gotcha. I mean, that's usually like the gotcha stuff. He dates battles, soul crushing story. I get most of that just from the regular games that I play. Just like years ago when I had Netflix, when I was still getting discs from Netflix. And when I would go add discs to my queue, and it would like, here's 4 other movies you may like. And I'm like, I'll take them all, add them all. So my queue quickly grew like way out of control. And at one point when I stopped getting discs, when I canceled it and just went to the streaming, was when I got like 8 movies in a row that were all depressing post-apocalypse stories. Because I found one that I wanted to watch and it kept recommending others, and I'm like, sure, why not? Without thinking about it. And by the time they actually started showing up, because my queue was huge, right? So by the time I would get to a movie, I was surprised, and I kind of liked this. I was surprised every time I'd get the movies and be like, oh yeah, I remember adding this like 3 months ago. But I had got 8 movies in a row that were just super depressing movies at a time in my life when I was already super depressed. In the last 3, I never watched. They sat for like 6 weeks before I managed to dig myself out of the depression enough to clean up, find them, mail them back, and then just cut off the discs altogether. Because at that point, my queue was so huge. In my mind, like, it's going to take me longer to clear out these movies from my queue than it will for me to just cancel and stop getting discs. It got that bad. And video games were like that, where I would play one game that had kind of a downer story. And when I had picked it up, there were like, and these other games, if you like this, you'll like these other games. I'm like, why not? It's a bundle. I can get them all, right? And then what happens is you go in to play that game and you're like, all right, what else is on the list? That was kind of depressing, but I still kind of enjoyed it. And the next one is also super depressing. Like, okay, I see what's happening here. I've once again formed a delicious burrito that has 1 layer, and that layer is pain. So yeah. I look at the gotcha stuff and I'm just like, I'm going to go too far. I'm going to go overboard on this and it will ruin my life. I did not either watch them. No, I didn't. And I kept no record of what they were. So I have no desire to go look up them. And I don't feel like I've lost out on anything by not watching them. I don't know what I was thinking with that. And meanwhile, while those things are like stewing in the queue, like the stuff that I actually want to watch is disappearing off of the disc availability from further on the list, which just put like that stuff closer and closer. That was towards the end of Netflix's like disc. I don't know. They don't still offer discs, do they? If they do, it's probably got to be much more limited now. Soul crushing is good every so often. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like, I don't just like discount a movie out of hand because like, oh, this movie's sad. Well, I'm not going to watch it. It's only good things for me. I'm not living in like that kind of like Brave New World atmosphere where I've just eradicated all sad things. No, I can give you ads that way. Yeah, they'll find a way. But like, you need some variety in life. You need some variety. Especially if you're already depressed. If you're already depressed, like, probably don't make it worse. Don't extend your stay in the pit of depression. Oh, nothing worse than that. Here's some Night Talkers one a while. Yeah, the movie was goofy. It was good. I enjoyed it. I like the end of it though. Which was kind of out of left field. It was like, I had to rewind it to see like, are they saying that guy? It's that guy? Or is it like behind that guy? No, it's that guy. Little skin shifting never hurts. Yeah, sometimes you need the skinwalkers to come in there. Sometimes you need a murder ghost. Or like a weird forest gnome hitchhiker. Yeah, that was a good one. definitely don't rush out to watch the movie recommendation I offered tonight, which was The Legend of Boggy Creek 2. It's not great. But if you're bored sometime and looking to fill some time, I guess watch it for at least for the weird Sasquatch costume. Curlian Frequency was fun too. Oh, I didn't see that one. Curlian Frequency. Is the Curlian Frequency? Well, I'm thinking of like I think that's Curlian Photography. That's like supposed to photograph like energy. Yes, Curlian Photography. Photographic techniques used to capture the phenomenon of electrical coronal discharges. That's how I know that name. Oh, it's another radio show. Those remind me of this anime. No, I can't remember what it was called. Give me a second to find the title. It's like they're like 15-minute episodes. It's been running for several seasons. Yami Shibai, which I really enjoyed. They're very short episodes. Yeah, that's still going. They're on season 12 now. The Happy Salesman. No, that is another good one. But these are all like very short episodes, like kind of minimally. Watch one episode, you watch them all, and that's the curse. Yeah, they're like the Pringles of the anime. Once you pop, you can't stop. But I liked them for their length when I use the treadmill. Because if I go for like an hour and watch like 2 episodes, they're not quite half an hour each. And so I could watch 2 episodes of a show with an episode of Yami Shibai anywhere in there, and it would even out. I would have like a few minutes over, so I have like a cooldown period before like going back on for another hour. But it spaced out nicely. But I really enjoy it. A 14th season premiered January 5th, 2025. Yeah, they're all short episodes with fairly minimal information, but they're good. It's a good lightweight snack of a horror series. All right, well, that's gonna wrap it up for me this evening. We made progress. This is the slow point that often comes in RPGs of this variety, where now we really gotta grind. We're really gonna have to grind in this area. We're gonna be here for a while, fishing and fighting whatever we can survive. Definitely have to fish more to try to build up my funds more quickly to survive this terrible snake attack that I'm suffering through until we can defeat the snake, and then we can move on. We have one more fish to catch this guy in town, and then presumably we'll figure out where we're going next besides just the other river. We didn't even see the end of the river. I couldn't even live long enough to make it to the end of the river. But I definitely need a bigger stock of money so that I can build up my stock of $50 ramen noodles to become St. Patrick. That is the dream. That is the dream, to get that high up. I should have a schedule up sometime tomorrow. I will not be streaming tomorrow. Doing some family stuff for Memorial Day. So I'll be back on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with more Resident Evil Code Veronica X, Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and Star Ocean. And then Friday, as long as nothing's changed, I'm still been playing Donkey Kong Country with Inochi, last I checked. And then back for this. So I'll try to have that up. If you don't see anything tomorrow, that's just because I got too tied up with family stuff. But I'll have it up before stream on Tuesday, hopefully. If not, just look for the waiting rooms. I hate to do it, but I'm getting progressively further and further behind on things, and it's starting to catch up in a bad way. So at the very least, there'll be waiting rooms. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. That's my stream this week that I know of. Thank you all for hanging out. As always, thanks for chatting with me. I hope to see you again on the next one. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, such as it is. If you have tomorrow off, I hope you enjoy it. And I hope to see you again on the next one. Until that time, so long, everybody. Bye-bye.